We are now entering a new year. Well, technically, it's already been passed, so Happy New Year to everyone. And we're about to kick off to one of the very exciting year that pretty much everyone will be able to watch or even catch up with what's going on in the world of pro wrestling. I know there's some promotion that is already kicking off the new year with a bang, but there's one promotion that everybody's going to be looking forward to, and that is New Japan Pro Wrestling. So today's video, we're going to be doing another in-depth prediction video for New Japan Pro Wrestling Wrestle Kingdom 18. And before I get started, hi, how are ya? I'm your girl, Sienna Chanel, or SC for short. If you're new to this channel, please make sure to subscribe, hit the like button, share, and also hit the bell icon when I'll be dropping new videos in a long forum or a YouTube short. Let's get started. Now then, this is a really exciting event because now that Hiroshi Tanahashi is officially the new president of New Japan Pro Wrestling, and this is gonna be a very interesting year in New Japan, especially the first event under Tanahashi's leadership. Anything can happen in New Japan, especially with Wrestle Kingdom. So I'm very confident that whatever is going on with Wrestle Kingdom 18, it's gonna be a one hell of an event. Now, we got 11 matches right here. And of course, there are a start time for different time zone. I know that it starts on January 4th, but here in the West Coast, it's gonna start before midnight, on January 3rd. So you know what? I'm here for it. I've done watching the pay-per-view overnight, all that stuff, so yeah. I'm not new to this all staying up all night. But anyway, so we're gonna go get down to these 11 matches. There's one pre-show. And on the side note, please keep in mind, bear with me. I'm gonna try to pronounce some of the wrestlers' name. So if I botch it, forgive me. So just please bear with me, okay? But anyway, so for the pre-show you have is the traditional New Japan Rumble to determine who will challenge for the Provisional King of Pro Wrestling 2024 champion at New Year's Dash, which is the event that'll take place the next day after Wrestle Kingdom. And of course, I'll be watching it as well. So it doesn't even announce who will be the participant, but I know the last King of Pro Wrestling 2023 champion was Taiji, who is part of Just Five Guys, Burgers and Fries. Shout out to you, the CDC, over on social media. But anyway, if I would have guessed who are going to be the two remaining people, and I'm just going to throw it out there, I do see Yoshinori, Kanemaru, and Taiji going at it, because I know with New Japan, it doesn't have storyline driven. It's just more for wrestling, but also storytelling evolving in the ring. And knowing that Yoshinori Kanemaru just joined House of Torture a couple months ago, and he used to be part of Just Five Guys. I think him and Taiji, which I think they'll just go at it, but I'm just going to throw it out there though. But that's who I'm thinking, but anything can happen. So anyway, let's just move on to the main card, all right? So that way everyone will understand the main card, especially we got banger of a match. So first up you have is a tag team match for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Champion, which you have is the current champ representing Bullet Club War Dogs, Clark Connors and Drilla Maloney, versus representing United Empire Catch 22, which is TJP and Francesco Akira. So there has been a long rivalry going on between two factions, including Drilla Maloney, which he used to be part of United Empire until he did turn on United Empire to join Bullet Club War Dogs. And I'm really looking forward to this. But if I would pick who will win, I'm going to go with Catch 22 to bring back the IWGP Junior Tag Team Champion. I mean, Francesco, he's one of my favorite members of UE. TJP is alright, but both of them working together definitely will bring in top quality matches as well. And it's going to be a banger of a match. Anyway, next up you have is a special singles match. So representing LIJ, Yota Tsuji versus representing Just Five Guys, Yuya Uemura. So both guys were part of the same class under the New Japan Young Lions Dojo, and since then they've been branching out with Excursion and coming back bigger and stronger ever. And being part of like the notable stables as well. I mean, I'm really excited for how these two came a long way since they started, with their New Japan Pro Wrestling journey and for where they are at now too. So if I would have picked who, because like I know Yuya Uemura is everybody's favorite because of his excursion with Impact Wrestling before coming back to New Japan and joining Just Five Guys, and Yoda to Suji, being part of LIJ, having high key matches. For that, it can go either way, but I'm gonna lean in towards Tsuji. So those are my official pick. And then you have is a tag team match that has gone into a whole rivalry. So you have is representing House of Torture, Evil, and the new recent member, Ren Narita, versus Shota Umino, and representing Pro Wrestling Noah. And forgive me if I botched it like I said before. Bear with me. Kyoto Kinomiya. Holy crap. I'm looking forward to this. Kyoto Kinomiya did make his New Japan Pro Wrestling debut just for the G1 because there's a partnership going on with New Japan Pro Wrestling and Pro Wrestling Noah. And this has been a very incredible making. Ren Narita being part of House of Torture ever since like he did betray Strong Style to join House of Torture. I mean, it kind of did elevate him more with his role though. Even though House of Torture is not my favorite sub faction, even though I don't know why they're part of Bullet Club, even though they're doing their own thing, but they should just separate it. But that's just me. But for my pick, and with Shota Umino being part of the honorary member of Blackpool Combat Club, I'm actually going to go pick him and Kyoto Kinomiya. So there you have it, my pick. And next up you have is the Never Openweight Championship match between the current champ representing LIJ, Shingo Takagi, versus representing GOD, Tama Tonga. This is gonna be a brutal match in the making, and I'm super excited, especially both of these guys facing off. And both of them are baby faces, just letting y'all know. Very respected, factions, and it could go either way. But for my pick, I hate to say it, I'm gonna go with Shingo Takagi to retain the Never Openweight title, though. And with Tama Tonga, I mean, there's going to be more opportunities. I mean, I would love to see him in a New Japan Strong title picture against the current champion and against Eddie Kingston. So, yeah. So there you have it. Shingo Takagi is my official pick. Next up, you have is a winner-take-all tag team match. So you have is the current IWGP Tag Team Champion, Bishamon, who is, representing Chaos, of course, Hiroki Goto, and Yoshihashi versus the current New Japan Strong Openweight Tag Team Champion, GOD, which is Hikuleo and El Fantasmo. I'm excited for this matchup. It can go either way, but I do feel that one team would definitely branch out more, internationally. And it can definitely be more thorough too. Especially, both teams had a very incredible year, especially ELP being part of GOD. It is more fitting too, because all the members of GOD used to be part of Bullet Club, so that makes more sense now. So for my official pick, I do see GOD retaining the New Japan Strong Openweight Tag Team Champion and become the IWGP Tag Team Champion, and that way they can take over anywhere across globally. So those are my pick. Next up, you have is the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion. You have it's the current champ representing LIJ, Hamaru Takahashi versus El Desperado. This has been another match I has been waiting for so long. I've been seeing both of these dudes going at it against each other. Will they relive that one match happening back in 2021? Who knows? But for my official pick, it's time for him to put a title on him. He really deserves it. I'm going with El Desperado as the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion. I mean, why not? Next up, you have is a single match for the New Japan Pro Wrestling World Television Champion. You have is the current champion representing TMDK, Zack Sabre Jr., the champ, versus the president himself, President Ace, Hiroshi Tanahashi. Now, Zack Sabre Jr. has been held that title for over a year now, ever since he won that inaugural title. And hopefully, I'm going to say this is going to be a very testing tournament. Whatever Hiroshi Tanahashi has in plan in mind, or however it's going to go, I'm going to say this, and y'all may agree or disagree. I'm seeing Hiroshi Tanahashi becoming the world television champion. I mean, he could definitely bring this title like into a different opportunity for different like opponents, or whichever the case would be too. So that's what I'm leaning towards, is Tanahashi being the new champion. So there's that. And next up, you have is a 3-way match for the inaugural IWGP Global Heavyweight Champion. So you have is Will Ospreay versus Jon Moxley versus David Finlay. Now, I said in my prediction video that Jon Moxley already had his enough opportunity as it is in AEW. And of course, I'm glad he did lost the match to Eddie Kingston at World's End. So now he's going to be fighting Will Ospreay and David Finlay. And mind you, Will Ospreay's contract with New Japan Pro Wrestling will be up next month, since he's now signed with AEW. And with Moxley, I mean, he really needs some vacation time, though, because he's been going at it. And with David Finlay, I mean, being the leader of Bullet Club, I mean, being a leader of Bullet Club, he could definitely bring the title anywhere else, too. But it can go, like, either way, too. But for my official pick, I do feel that he could definitely hold that title a little longer before he's done with New Japan. I'm going with Will Ospreay as the inaugural IWGP Global Champion. So there's that. And then you have, it's a singles match where it's actually, you know, a run back to a very infamous pay-per-view that happened last year. That's right, I'm talking about Kazuchika Okada versus the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson. So as you guys know, at AEW Forbidden Door, Bryan Danielson defeated Okada in a main event match, which I was really shocked that I did not expect he beat Okada. Like, I wanted Okada to be him. So now, hey, we got a run back of this match, and I'm really looking forward to it. This time, Bryan Danielson has his eye patch on from his injury that took place like a couple months ago. And you know what? I'm here for it. So for my pick, will it be like the top match that's gonna be like replaying again from last year's Forbidden Door? I don't know. But hopefully Okada better beat Bryan Danielson, hands down, so he can definitely reclaim his victory. So those are my pick. And now the main event match. For the IWGP World Heavyweight Champion, you have is the current champion representing just 5 guys, Sanada versus representing LIJ, Tetsuya Naito. So Naito did won the G1 Climax last year, and so this has been a very interesting like storytelling in the making too. You have Sanada, who used to be part of LIJ before he left to join what it is now, just 5 guys. And of course, like, he's kind of like being like a co-leader in my personal perspective, because technically there's no leaders or anything like that. We all thought it was Taka Michinoku, but it's actually Sanada. I don't know what's going on though. I'm trying to keep up with New Japan as much as I can because I have a busy schedule though. But with Tetsuya Naito being the leader of LIJ and winning the G1 Climax, I'm really looking for how these two can handle together. But for my pick, and I think it's time that Sanada should drop the title, it's actually pursuing to different opportunities as well, like different titles that he deserves, especially he had a credible run as a singles competitor. I'm going with Tetsuya Naito to be the new IWGP World Heavyweight Champion. So there's that. I'm just going to run over one more time of my picks of the matchup. So you have is the New Japan Rumble for the Provisional King of Pro Wrestling 2024 champion that will take place at New Year's Dash. I can definitely see Taiji versus Yoshinori Kanemaru going at it, but that's just me. Then the main card, the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Champion. I do see Cash 22 beating Bullet Club War Dogs and becoming new champion. Then you have is the singles match between Yota Tsuji versus Yuya Uemura. I'm going with Tsuji on this. Then you have the tag team match between House of Torture versus the team of Shota Uno and Kyoto Kimomura. I'm going with Shooter and Kyoto. Then you have it's the Never Openweight Championship match. I do see Shingo Takagi retaining the title against Tama Tonga. Then you have the winner takes all tag team match for the IWGP Tag Team and the New Japan Strong Openweight Tag Team Champion. I do see God, Hikuleo, and ELP retaining the New Japan Strong Tag Team titles and becoming the new IWGP Tag Team Champion. Then you have is the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship. I do see El Desperado becoming the new champion, defeating Hiromu Takahashi. Then you have the New Japan World Television Champion. I do see President Ace Hiroshi Tanahashi being the new champion and defeating Zack Sabre Jr. Then you have the three-way match for the IWGP Global Heavyweight Champion. I do see Will Ospreay becoming the new champion, defeating Jon Moxley and David Finlay. Then you have the special singles match between Kazuchika Okada versus Bryan Danielson, a rematch in the making since last year's AEW New Japan Pro Wrestling Forbidden Door. I do see Okada beating Bryan Danielson. And lastly, the IWGP World Heavyweight Champion between Sanada versus Tetsuya Naito. I do see Naito defeating Sanada and becoming the new IWGP World Heavyweight Champion. There you have it, you guys. Those are my official in-depth prediction video for New Japan Pro Wrestling Wrestle Kingdom 18. I'm so excited for this event, especially under the leadership of President Tanahashi. Anything can happen, but I'm here for it, y'all. So anyway, comment down below what you think of your pick. What do you think of this? Do you like the pigs? Who are your official pigs? Are you guys going to be watching it live, staying up late, or catching up the highlights and whatnot? Anyway, you guys, make sure to subscribe to this channel, like this video, share, hit the bell icon for new video if it's in a long form or on YouTube short. Anyway, you guys, that is it for now. This is your girl, Sienna Chanel, or SC for short. And hope you guys have a great rest of your day, night, whichever y'all are at. Take care, and etc., y'all.